Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're finally playing some games on Endgame.Ai. We've joined the Daily Blitz tournament, which is 7 rounds of 3+2. We're probably going to have to play some people more than once, because there are only 5 players. But there are still 4 minutes for people to join, so if you're popping in and you would like to join this tournament, you still can. Please do. Let me turn the chat back on to see if anybody has said anything. I don't see anything, so nope. The in-game chat, there are 5 people of us joined. A couple of people haven't played. So this guy hasn't played any games. This guy has played no games. This guy, I don't know if this is all for the tournaments. Yeah, okay, hasn't played. What if we go onto their profile? Now before I start telling you lies. View profile. Games? Okay, he has played games. He has played games before. Okay. So obviously that, when you just click on them, shows you their performance in this tournament. You can see there, Swiss 7 rounds, Blitz 3+2, and it is a rated tournament. Again, gushing about the design of this, it looks fantastic. Really nice and so on. They've got their links here to YouTube, Instagram, Discord, and X. Swiss tournament rules on Endgame. To be paired, players must join the tournament and not be on pause, so very similar to Lichess. If absent from a started game, or if they lose on time after making fewer than 6 moves, they will be set to pause, indicated by a pause icon on the table. Players will not face the same opponent more than once. So I don't know how we're going to do 7 rounds if you, if there are only 5 players. I can only play 4 games then, because there's only 5 players. Streaks, consecutive victories earn streaks. 2 such results in a row initiate a streak. Points, 1 point, and so on. Frenzy mode is not available in this tournament. Conclusion. The tournament concludes until all rounds are finished. Once all games of the final round are finished, is the tournament concluded. The tournament can be terminated earlier if it is not possible to pair all players. In case of equal points and so on, bye. In case of an uneven number of players, 1 player will receive a bye, normally at the end of the players table. A player cannot receive more than 1 bye. So we're 5 players, so it will be between me and Unfathomable 18 on who gets the bye, because we're both the lowest rated. So they'll give one of the 2 of us the bye, I think. If a player is late to the tournament, they will receive 0.5 points for the round they join. Players cannot join the tournament if more than half of the rounds have already been played. Performance refers to a player's calculated rating based solely on their games within the tournament. Fair play, using external systems or computers is strictly prohibited. Violations will result in a ban. Report suspicious activity by visiting the player's profile and clicking on the report user function. Okay, pretty cool there. So it's kind of, yeah, it's very similar to Lichess in many respects. If you've played on there a bit, with like the streaks and so on. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, there are now 6 players, so no buys. Most likely, 1 will play 6, 2 will play us, and 3 will play this guy, unless we get, yeah. I mean, we're playing 1 or 2 at the moment, which is not ideal. But hey, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Let's see. How is this gonna go? 50 seconds. Only 6 players joining. Yeah, this website is struggling just because it does not have a player base. Like, if you log into any random tournament on chess.com, I know I'm using an extreme example, there will be at least like 30 players. Almost guaranteed, depending on what you join. There will almost be guaranteed like 20 to 30 players. We've got 6. We're meant to be playing 7 rounds. We can't. I can play 5 rounds at the moment, and that is because I play everybody once. Unless players join late. But this is ridiculous. Again, it's player based. It's not that's not the website's fault. Ooh. We get cool sound. That's cool. Okay. We've got white. E4. Opponent must make a move in 7 seconds or they resign. I think we're gonna win without them making a move. Oh no, their clock has started. Don't ask me. I really like this layout though. It looks really cool. Chat's disabled. Moves. I made E4. Maybe they're late. I don't know. Huracan, Sicilian, E5, D6, D5. Anything, mate? See, I've got a 1500 question mark, so I mean, I'm gonna gain rating. For whatever it's worth. Yeah, this is the upsetting way to start. What are the options here? Copy link, share, reset. Okay. Wish there was a fast forward button. If you're watching after, if you're not watching live, then there is a fast forward button, and you could probably fast forward about 3 minutes. I like the sounds though, they're really cool. Got to go, well played, good game, good luck, hello. Okay, cool defaults. Again, Blitz, they're meant to be 1750. So they've also got a question mark, so they've obviously not played a lot of games of Blitz. Don't know. Not sure how crazy I am about the board. The pieces look fine. Board's a bit eh. I wonder if there's some customization settings, or if not yet, or if it's a default. I'll look later quickly, before we end the stream, if there's settings to change that. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any, but I might have just missed them. They might be in like my profile or something. I'll check after the stream. Like, still on stream, of course, to show you. But after the games have been played or not played. Man, this is disappointing. I finally got into a game and the guy's not even here. Can we change the arrows? Oh, we can. We can! Okay, I mean, interesting arrow colors. We won! Black ran out of time. Go to tournaments. So that'll put me top of the table. Round 1 of 7 is running. But you can see these two players have both been paused. So it means they both ran out of time by playing less than 6 moves. Does mean that this is a game, and this is a game that's actually been played. So there's at least 4 active players in this. Okay, so this looks cool. 1750 has got white, I believe. But this is an interesting game. Equal material. Equal-ish. White might be down a pawn, I think. Okay, targets the bishop, but has to give away that. But takes. Queen takes. Protecting everything. Yeah. Black is up a pawn, but both kings are a bit weak. They grab that. Now, you can grab that, but then check and then mate. So you've got to be careful here. You could play rook f1, but takes, your king gets hunted. Okay, queen there. Yeah, challenging, and you couldn't really give a check. You could force queens off the board, though. Could have. You could have gone like queen d6, queen d5 or something. Queen goes back. It might be worthwhile to play something like queen e2 to try and play rook f1. Don't know. Queen d3. Oh yeah, well now queen e4. Just natural. Targets the rook. You can give a check. Probably a draw. Yeah, and the players repeat moves and make a draw. Next round starts in 30 seconds. See, I like this. The game's finished and now it gives you a cool countdown. I don't know why black repeats moves there. And doesn't play something like leave the queen where it is on f7 and play something else. You know, move the rook over, or, you know, because the rook doesn't have to be where it is. Probably. Okay, cool. Loading. Our next game. We've got white again. We play e4. c5. Knight to c6. They go e6. We get a6. I'm going to play a4. Queen there. I'm just going to put my bishop. Put my knight here. Just to support the center. Castles. We're a bit lower on time already, which is upsetting. I'm going here. I could have gone like bishop there immediately, but I didn't fancy it. Although maybe putting my king on this diagonal wasn't ideal, so maybe I should go like king there. Yeah. And now how do we make progress? We can push, I suppose. We can push, put the knight here. They're gonna go for that, yeah. I'm gonna go for this. They push, I'm happy, because I'll just go here. Just realized, by pushing this, I'll hang a knight. Oh, you can't pre-move. That's not ideal. Okay, queen e2. Just seems to defend everything. Takes. Takes. Now I can, you know, try and push this. Takes, takes. Maybe rook takes is interesting. And also pin the knight to the queen. In an interesting position. Okay, they're going here. If we pin the knight, then they can't really do anything. So after takes, I can just take back with the pawn. And I can play like rook c1 now as well. So taking here probably doesn't do you too many favors. Okay, they defend the knight, but I can still play like rook c1. So now if you take, I take back, I hit the queen and the rook. And I'm at least going to take the rook. Knight is still pinned. Okay, you push. But is that good? Because now can I not just play something like b2 and be fine? Okay, you remove my knight, but is that good? Can of course play pawn takes, but I think bishop takes is fine. Okay, dark suit bishop comes out, cutting somewhere. Don't know what the plan is. I'm just gonna drop my bishop back so my queen sees the knight. Maybe play rook e1. I mean rook d1 as well to like try and push through. Okay, this rook is not doing anything on c1 anymore, so we can put it on d1. Okay, they look to take. There's no knight checks that gives anything to... Like, the knight can move, but it doesn't cause me any considerable harm. And there's takes here, but I just take. Go there, but I take. Queen's covering all forward knight moves, basically, unless you would like to go here and like try and put the knight on one of these outposts. Queen slides over, so I can't push this. I can't even give the check anymore. But I can probably play something like queen h5. Would have been nice maybe to give a check. Maybe I should. What was my previous move? Maybe I could have started with a check. Okay, I can of course take the knight and now allow rook takes, but then this is under pressure, so maybe we start with like queen h5. Threaten some sacrifices. The knight is of course no longer pinned, but it can't go anywhere forwards that's useful. Just want to move my queen. Okay, yeah. Knight goes there. Now I can of course, you know, try various things, but I don't know how much of it works. Bishop here is nice, but I don't have any support. I can play rook e1. Maybe we start with that rook e1. For the rook trade. Takes. They offer a second rook trade. Gotta be careful here. I'm not feeling the second rook trade, but I can play this interesting move. What interesting move do I have? I can play rook e4. Rook e4, and that's quite nice. Takes, now bishop takes. And everything is blockaded. Knight comes in, but I can simply take. Takes. Now I can play like h4. Or I can just play... well, let's start with h4. Queen is threatening mates. But I have a draw. Check. 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 Okay, now we have to decide what we want to do. Because the black queen is coming in, right? To like f2 or in here. So we can have to take, we can push. What do we prefer? Can give this check, but then king slides over. Okay, only 20 seconds. Let's take this. We've wasted so much time. Okay, now check. And now here, so I can get in. And then I should have a draw. Plays like queen f2, I should have a draw. Check. Oh, he's gonna... Check. Hang on. He's messed up now. Because it's like mate. He resigns. We didn't deserve it, but we got it. Go to tournament. We're gonna have a huge rating after the end of this. Next round starts in 30 seconds, so we're obviously the last game. I'm 2 out of 2. 1 win and 1 win. We're probably gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna be playing Queen G2 checkmate. Also, we're now 1930 rating, which is incredible. Okay. We're in a game. We're gonna play French. I don't know. I mean, the pre-moves are fine. I'm not like playing bullet or anything. Queen G5. What's the move that I play here? Oh, and I remember I've done this on stream. I've learned this. After Queen G5, I know this move is here, but I'm just trying to think if I throw this in first. I think I throw this in first, and then I play like Knight E7. And then after Queen takes, I go here, and that gets sacrificed. And now I think, is it takes? Is it C5? To go like Queen H5 and put pressure again? So like takes, like Queen H5 check. Queen B6. You know, go here, so forth. Queen comes back, I've got like bishop here, so no queen trade. Still can't play rook here, knight here, castles. The rook puts good pressure, but I mean this is very Banco style. It would be interesting to import these into target queen. And you've got choices to make here. Trade the queens and take this. Yes, play king takes. He doesn't play king takes, and now I grab that. Can't really be defended that. Although I do have an interesting follow-up. I have long castles. Although I don't actually think... I mean, I've got knight b1. Knight b8. That defends. What's the material? He's up 2 pawns. And he has a bishop. Okay, knight goes back. Rook goes back. I can put this knight here to put pressure. Offers a rook trade. We obviously take it. And now something like king c7. This knight's going up that way. I might want to make my knight go this way. Look to get into some squares, yeah. Knight b1, knight c6. Start maybe with this. Okay, he's giving me the rook. Take like that. And now I need to somehow defend this. Now the easiest point is from there. But how do I get there? But how is he able to target it? He would have to target it from here. Or here. I don't see how he gets to any of those places. All my pawns are on light squares. I think I should go here, so that I can go this way. And put pressure on his weaknesses. His knight's going up that way. But, like, it's a long route to try and create anything meaningful. And, like, I'm already at his weaknesses. And I can always shuffle my king over. Okay, how do you defend that? Check. King slides over. Check. King slides over. I mean, worst case scenario, check here. Takes. Bishop takes. Knight takes. That is a weakness. He's not going to let me get away with it. Just cleanly, but I can bring my knight back and defend here. Yeah. And I can, you know, come up this way and win these pawns. Okay, hang on. Knight here. Push. Knight here. To defend there. He's able to go knight here and then try to take there. How quick am I? So if I come back, push, come back. Okay, so what I need to do is here, here, here. 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 I think I went the wrong way. Because he's now pinned my knight down. And what he's going to be able to do is march this pawn, take, and then go. Okay, wait, hang on. Has to take it. And now I pick up this pawn. Oh, I'm just bust. I'm just saying, could you imagine? He's got me, but I'm not resigning. This is our first loss. Should have gone the other way. Ah. Came down to an endgame. I'll resign here. I'm gonna bring the king. Maybe he'll stalemate me. We played till stalemate. Where can I go? Where's more tricky? Move your king. Oh. He won. Okay. He got me. That was a really weird end to the game. Yeah, he got me. Okay, so we're 2 out of 3. QG checkmate is there. We're now down to 1756. 3 players paused, but we're now up to 7 players. Someone there, ... and a half. So they're now in. So we've played, I'm pretty sure, some of the other guys. So don't know who we're going to play now. Might get a bye. I don't know. No, we don't have a bye. We're playing QG checkmate again? Wait, what? We just played these guys. Okay, well, I'm gonna go into something different. I just played this guy. So you can't play the same person twice. Bishop d3. F6, bishop e2. So now f3. Show castles. Target that. Okay, let's move the king off that diagonal. I'm not happy about this position. Play some rook d3. Yeah, I was gonna go there. I gotta play like, you know, g3 or whatever. Okay, nice move, I suppose. Where can the rook go? I can't infiltrate with the rook. That is the inherent problem in this position. He's got doubled pawns, so I'm sure I can target them. You know, bring the king somehow, drop the rook back, come up one. Mate, come on. Give a little. Defend that. Your rook's not kind of trapped. Where do we want to go? What I can do is I can play something like king d2 and now bring my king this way. Oh, check wins the rook. That I forgot what my king's purpose was. Oh, hang on. Fork, kind of. Not really. I'm really mad. We shouldn't have lost this game. Alright. Okay, we'll resign this game. Okay, so you can play someone more than once. But now that guy's handed us 2 straight L's, can we play somebody else, please? See, there's a game going on between 7th place? What? Okay, round 4 is finished. Okay, so we can play Unfathomable. We can play them. They just lost to number 4, Wojciech. This guy. So, you know, can we play Unfathomable? Or, you know, we can play somebody else. We do not have to play QG Checkmate again for them to hand us another L. Oh, tournament is finished. What? It's meant to be 7 rounds. I haven't played everybody. We finished 2nd. Performance 1693, 4 games. Win rate 50%. Average opponent rating is 1716. QG Checkmate. Performance 2071, 4 games played. 100% win rate. Average opponent 1671. Oh well, that's disappointing. Took us 30 minutes. Tournament stats, 9 games played. White won 6, black won 2, and 1 draw. What? It was meant to be 7 rounds. It says here 7 rounds. We played 4. Like, I didn't play... Did I play Unfathomable? Yes, I played him in... round 3, what? No, hang on. QG Checkmate. Oh, I did play Unfathomable, and then I lost to QG Checkmate. Crazy. I thought I played QG Checkmate twice. But I didn't play this guy, Wojciech. Late, skipped. So he only got 1 game. Crazy. And then, so I can't play him, but the other 2 can't play each other. So we're out of pairings. I understand why they do it, but that's a bit rough. Anyway, let's see if we can change the board color. Okay, these are my recent games. That's my inbox. Let's see if we got a profile. Boards and pieces. We can. Oh, we can change the color. What looks nice? That looks nice. I like the glowing pieces, so I'm pretty fine with the pieces as they are. Okay, let's now see if we can start a game. You know, 3-0, and let's see if we can start, you know, a game. There we are. We're asking to be paired. Let's see if we can start a game and look at the new board color. Or, you know, Blitz, you know, play now 3+2. That seems to be, you know, a popular rating. It's obviously you just click here. Oh, loading. It's loading as a game. Fantastic. And we see the new board color. Lovely. Oh, this is the guy who was just in the radio. Okay, e4, e5, knight f3. Knight 6, bishop c4. Knight goes here. We're just going to go for this, right? This kind of stuff. Oh, he takes here. Now, what is the best line? I can obviously take the knight, but then there's fork. So taking here... See, no one ever covers this. Because the best move is to play d5. For me to take, for the knight to come out for, you know, check, this kind of whole line. The only other move you can consider is after this takes is like the knight coming in here. So I do not remember the theory, and I probably should. I want to take, but then there's like queen h4 business. I could play g3, I suppose, but then there's, you know, like queen f6 or queen f6 straight, short castles, d5. Surely taking here is the best move. And short castles? Bishop is attacking here. I'd never get a moment to take the rook. That is the inherent problem with all of this. So I can play like g6, but then there's g6 takes, which threatens a discovery and hits the queen. That's the problem. He's going to take this, and my bishop's unprotected. So it probably would have been a better move. What about d5? d4. Bishop takes, I suppose. But then there's, you know, like bishop d3. But then he takes here and takes the rook. But then I take that rook. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, he takes. And now for a moment, I have respite. Of course, we don't take the rook, because that would be stupid. We first attack this knight. It can obviously take here, give checks, and so on. Maybe we should have taken the rook. I don't know. We'll review the game afterwards. We're just elongating the stream. We've only been going for 30 minutes. Rook goes. Now there is no discovery. But I can... Like... I can take here. And now the knight's kind of hanging. And you... Okay, you don't have 3 attackers. Knight gets attacked. Oh, now I can play something like this, and that defends f2. Okay, let's not pre-move f3. That would be a dreadful move. When the queen moves, I have queen there as well. Although, you know what he does have that I am mildly worried about? It's a knight f3. Knight f3 check. Just to try and open up the king, because I can't play king h2, I get mated. So you have to take the knight, and then there's, you know, like, not quite check, but there's here, and it could, yeah. Oh my gosh, it lands. The bishops see each other. I think I'm still okay. But we'll see. Because there's not takes, and, you know, this is whack. What might be an interesting idea is after takes, to take the knight instead. Might just be an idea. Oh, he's just going here. King slides over? Take the knight? I don't think I can take the knight because he's going to take this with check. Because his next move is this, to give me the check. So I could, like, put the knight here. Which I think is, like, my only defensive move. I can take the bishop. Wait, hang on. I need to work through these complications quickly. If I take the bishop, check. King here. He has a knight check, it doesn't work. I can of course play bishop takes. I can put the thing here. Can't take the knight, it's a problem. I can put the knight here, then there's no check. And I think I'm okay. I think I just take the bishop. It's causing me a headache. Check. Slides over. Now what? So I'm gonna come back and take this knight. Unless you take my knight. I'm just taking that. Okay, you take again. I go back. Bishop here, I just go here. You got nothing. 10 seconds versus 30 seconds. Or move 16 for crying out loud. This was a 3+2 game. My opponent has been very accommodating by moving very slowly. Not sure how well this holds up with all the speed that you need for blitz chess. Okay, it takes. Knight to the center. Long castles, I can go here, start creating an attack. King here, just go here. Takes. Queen slides over. Check. Come back. We win on time. Crazy. Game review. Go to game review. Because that was a wild game. Okay, so we're going to click on the review. Analyze game. This is still really cool. It was probably dreadful. We played at 61% accuracy according to this review. White blunders. Okay, so knight takes f7 is wrong. Is bishop takes f7 the better move? Yes, it is. Bishop takes f7 is the best move. Here, knight d3 is a mistake. Is the best move to take this knight? No. What's the best move? G6? No. Hint? Ah! C3! Okay, here I took the knight. Now, this was the final mistake, I guess. I took the knight, I hung my bishop. I thought of giving this check, but it doesn't work. Queen e2 is maybe something. Queen e2 is the best move. Okay, done. So, no brilliant moves, 1 excellent move, 1 great move, 6 okay moves, 4 book moves, 3 inaccuracies, 3 mistakes, 3 blunders, no missed wins, no missed saves. They had 2 missed saves, or they had 2 missed wins. So that was a missed win. Okay, if we go to analysis. That was a missed win, evaluate. Okay, so that's a missed win. What's the best move? In this position, bishop g4. Unbelievable. And now I have to sack the queen. It wants bishop takes d4. I lose the queen. I would assume you continue to take. Knight takes. I would take again here. He would most probably take here. Knight, I don't know, sacks itself. I would just probably leave the knight to die and take here. Queen takes, and I'm dead. Okay. So we were dead. We were dead. We shouldn't have won. Shouldn't have won. You can see book moves all the way here until knight takes e4. And then we just need to remember bishop takes. It's kind of very similar to some fried liver lines, because you force the king out here. Oh, and then I could just, like, crack on with d4. Which is wild. Because if you take here, you probably actually lose on the spot. Yeah, because the king has to take, and then I take the queen. Wild. Anyway, that was cool. Review, we sucked. You can see the middle game we sped up. The opening, we were very, very slow. They had a higher percentage in the opening. We had a higher percentage in the middle game. Alright, cool. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Sorry that this didn't go longer, but what can you do? There is not a huge player base on Endgame Endgame.ai. So please have some fun. Populate the game with players. Have some fun playing around. It's a really cool website. They're not paying me to say that. I'm just saying that. Anyway, cheers.